Well, hello there. It's the Archivist from tradingcardarchives.com, and today we are going to be talking about time traveling photographic detectives. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I'm like super excited. But we have to do two things before we get to that part of the video. So it might be another longer video. I'm sorry about that. Although if you like longer videos, hey, you're welcome. But if you don't, I'm sorry. I don't know. Either way, it's happening. I can't do anything about it. I will try to go as fast as I can, but you know, it is what it is. The first thing I need to do is, if you remember last video, we were taking care of reshipping this prize. So a viewer had won this prize. This is a basically a blaster box of Scarlet and Violet 151 Pokemon TCG, so official Pokemon TCG cards. They had won this from another YouTuber, and that YouTuber wouldn't ship it to them because of the country they live in. I don't have a problem with that. So I told him, hey, you know, whatever, have him send the prize to me. I'll ship it to you. And we weren't going to do anything else other than that, right? It was just going to be something we were going to do privately. But then they were like, hey, you know, since you have them there, can you open a pack for me? Or at least that's what I thought he was asking. And so I opened one pack for him and sort of showed those cards last time. That was this Nidoking we got here. And then I saved the other 5 packs. But when he saw the video, he's like, oh, I wanted you to open all the packs. It would have been so cool if you got like a great hit and I could have seen it live like that. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. So I'm going to now open the rest of their packs here so that if we do get a big hit, they'll see it. I This is tough because, like, look, you know my luck. My luck is either I'm gonna pull like the equivalent of an SC, like some super rare card, and not even know, or I'm gonna pull nothing. Like it's one of those two is gonna happen. And so I feel bad about opening cards for other people because you're like relying on my luck, and I don't have very good luck. Like that's not a thing to rely on. Only half joking. I'm just going to take this and kind of put it to the side. That's sort of like a point redemption card. I don't want to like burn that card on their behalf. And so these are Pokemon TCG cards. I haven't opened these in a long time. Last video I got out my binder and stuff to sort of prove that, you know, I am a Pokemon fan. I have a lot of these, but they're all from a long time ago. Mine are from the Roaring Skies era, whereas this is the latest set. This thing is on fire. This is supposed to cost you like $30 maybe. It costs about $80 right now, just because of how rare and super expensive these are. So here we got a match up. I think the main draw of this particular set is it's redoing the originals. So that's why we're seeing some of the original 151 Pokemon's Porygon here. We got an Electabuzz. We got a Rhyhorn. This is like almost the same as the last pack, I think. A Lapras. I'm going to sleeve these right. What I'm going to do is pause right after and sleeve them. I just didn't want to sleeve them on video just to help it go a little bit faster. Got a Cycling Road. That's a trainer. Here's the equivalent of an SR. So the rarity symbol is that's that diamond down there. These have circles on them. Oh, that's a diamond. Sorry. Those two are also SRs. And then we're getting into our rares. So here's a Moltres. That is pretty cool, actually. That's a foiled rare. So see this foil down here. And then also it has a star right there. So that's a rare and a basic. Here's another foil. This one is a seal. And then we have a Gengar. That's cool. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and sleeve Gengar right now because yeah, Gengar is awesome. Yeah, that's a psychic type and definitely like one of the, I don't know, creepiest, but I guess I kind of fell in love with Gengar back in the day. He was just the one where I was like, yeah, if I was a Pokemon, that's what I would be like, I think. As horrible as that is. Yeah, so there's a Gengar. That's a pretty good one right there. So we'll kind of keep that up top. This nice sort of, I don't know, a cosmic energy or is also very pretty. I really like the energy that comes with this set. So let's get another pack open, and then like I said, I'll pause and clean up if we have to. Don't worry, I'm not going to cut one of your cards. And Pokemaniac is the viewer that we're opening these for right now. I'm sorry, I'm not like a professional host or anything. You'd think I would be at this point, but I'm just not. I'm not as good as Some of the breakers, you know, they're like really, really good at this. There's a Bellsprout, Magikarp, Razor Leaf, Mankey. I always thought it was a funny one there. Ooh, a Nidoqueen. That's nice. So this Nidoqueen is what Nidoking is going to evolve from. So that was cool to get. There's a Victreebel. Big air balloon. That was a trainer I don't think I've ever seen before. Then we got a Dome Fossil. A Rapidash. Nice. And then a Zapdos. Wow, okay. The wow is because the 200 health up there is pretty high. So that's a Zapdos EX. Very nice. That might have some value. It's hard to say. Now this is just a plain energy card. So like I was saying before, this one kind of has like this cosmic background, whereas this is just normal fight energy, we call that. All right. Let me pause. I'm going to sleeve all these. I'll come right back and we'll open up some more packs, okay? All right, I am back, and unfortunately, maybe $3 or $4 on that, so not a massive hit. Not a terrible card or anything, but I guess I don't know how to explain what I'm seeing with this set. Like the economics of this set is weird right now. I think Pokemon generally has always had strange economics, but this set is also just real weird. You've got the boxed sealed product that is selling for, you know, a 3x multiple, like easily, right? Like you can list something like this, sell it in an hour, it'll be gone, right? 3x its price. That's not hard. So I can understand why there's like scalpers and stuff all over the place. But at the same time, there's a lot of eBay sellers who just seem to have every single card. They're just like, choose your card, and it's all priced out, and they all have exactly the same price. There's like 50 different people selling them, right? It's not like one person. And you can just go in there, pick any card you want, and they all have prices, and they're all the same on everybody. So it's like, I don't know what's going on. Like, how can a set be seemingly fully priced out and yet also being overpriced at the sealed level? What that kind of tells me is there's something in that people are searching for still. If you remember, like Magic the Gathering had this One Ring thing where they had a sealed serial numbered Lord of the Rings ring in one of the packs. And until someone found that, the sealed product was selling at like a 10x multiple. You know, like these crazy multiples. And then the instant somebody found that thing, and it sold for like $2 million. It was crazy how much it sold for. But the second it was found, all the sealed product went back to normal. Like it just immediately, like the only reason that inflation was there was for that One Ring card. And I don't know much about the Pokemon TCG these days, but the economics I'm seeing tell me there's something like that going on. Otherwise, people are just being irrational. Like that market is just irrational, which is also totally possible. I think anyone who's anyone who's collected or tried to collect Pokemon in the past understands that that market is irrational. That is an irrational market for most of the time. A lot of like hobby markets are. Sports markets usually aren't, because they get sold. So I kind of stopped on this one. Like it's, I don't know if it's actually worth that much. It is a rare star. I know the PSYDUCK is worth a lot more, so I will talk about that in a second. That's got a star, but it's a Mewtwo, and this image is just amazing. I love that image on the card. That is so good. Like this is a very, very nice looking Pokemon card, even if it's not a sort of like a super one or something. So this is a super hit, you know, for what it is. Oh gosh, you got okay, you got 2 of those Mewtwo's in there. What was that? Some kind of god pack? I don't understand. That's a pretty good. You got a full art and two rare Mewtwo's. That's not bad at all. I will. Let's talk about this first. So this is PSYDUCK. PSYDUCK, I would say, is everybody's favorite. Absolutely everyone's favorite Pokemon. Um, He's such a silly guy. But yeah, he's a basic Pokemon, but this is a full art card. So you'll notice that the base cards usually have an image and then like framing down here, right? This one has artwork through the entire card, all the way to the bottom. And so that's going to be a very special card. But you also know it's special because the star is yellow. So it's a gold star rare. And so that this is like likely like a pretty major hit. I'm going to go ahead and top load it just preemptively while I go and search for the pricing on it. I don't know what the, oh gosh, what the pricing will be, but I'll find out and I'll come back and let you know. So yeah, I'm going to pause and look that one up. I'll be right back. Yeah, okay, so yeah, you did really good. So that pack was, I mean, in the Pokemon world, we talk about God packs, and it's, I don't know if it's a real thing or not, but every once in a while you'll open a pack and it'll have, you know, multiple stars and a gold star, and you're just like, oh my God, this is kind of like, it's insane, right? That's kind of what happened there. And so both of those Mewtwo's are worth about $3 or $4 each, right? So that's like $6 there. And then Psyduck here, being one of the secret rares, if you notice the number is high. So the set has officially 165 cards. This is 175. So this is like the 10th secret rare within the set. There's a bunch of these for sale right now. At the low end, they're $19, $19.99, so $20. At the high end, they're $40. So this is somewhere between $20 and $40. So that one pack paid for this booster, you know, assuming you could buy them at retail, like retail, right? It didn't pay the $80 for it, but it paid the $30. So congratulations. I mean, that is seriously an amazing hit. If I was still collecting Pokemon, like I would have been really happy to pull a full art. That is not an easy pull at all. So very good job there. We'll put this to the side. So I'm trying to keep your packs too. I just want to make sure I can send you, you know, everything. You get everything here and not just a couple things. It's a Tangela. Another one I really loved. I remember when I was building decks, I would try to build a deck around that all the time, and it never worked. Here's the Psyduck non full art. So it's the same card, right? 70 health, overthink, water gun, exactly the same card. That's just the full art version, and that's the standard version. It's Ekans. Charmeleon! Haha! Cool. You're not a foil or anything, so just kind of a regular, but still a good hit, Cloyster. Pidgey on the holo. Voltorb on the holo. And then Weezing. Weezing here is our rare. Yeah, I guess that is technically a rare. It's got a star. I'm guessing that's not the best rare. I'm not going to look that one up. And then our Psychic Energy is unfortunately not the Cosmic one. I wish it was the Cosmic Energy. That would have been cool. All right, we've got one more pack, and then, yeah, we'll be done. And I think I did everything this time because there's no more packs left in that box. And yeah, you did fantastic. I mean, oof. I don't know in your country if you're going to be able to trade or sell that, but in most countries, the English version of that card is going to be worth quite a lot. So you did great. But then every country will have its own little, there's Meowth, its own markets. Execute, Clefairy, Matchup, Primeape. Let's see, a lot of people probably, they're like, the Archivist doesn't know anything about Pokemon. You're wrong. Like, I played this game for like 6 years. I bought probably 50 booster boxes in my day. Booster boxes, right? Of this. We have a lot here. We have a lot of sealed products still. I had a full Rayquaza deck where I had like 4 copies of everything, or 2 copies of everything. I had the Shaman EX Roaring Skies deck. That was the deck my son played. Like, yeah, no, I knew them all. And plus we had proxy decks of every single tournament deck that existed, like all of them, so that we could practice. And there's your rare, a Starmie. Sorry, not a good rare again, but your PSYDUCK, I think, makes the box, so I don't think you have anything to complain about. And then a standard energy there. All right, let me pause one more time. I'll get the rest of these sleeved, and then I'll come back. We'll talk a little bit more about this, and then we'll move to the next thing we have to do before we do the actual thing, time-traveling photographic detectives. We're going to get to that. We haven't gotten to it yet. We're going to get there. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Just finishing up sleeving all the cards. I just want to make sure they're all nice and protected for the journey. Yeah, pretty cool. I mean, I still can't believe we got like 2 of these Mewtwo's in one. I had a really good Mewtwo deck too back in the day. Sorry, I need to stop talking about Pokemons. This is definitely our hit of the day, PSYDUCK. What a beautiful image, and what an awesome Pokemon. I mean, if you don't know anything about PSYDUCK, I feel bad for you. He's awesome. He's like the best Pokemon. And we put these in here too. Okay. And then yeah, I'll just be sending this to Pokemaniac. Not right away. He wanted me to hold on to them because he's traveling and stuff. But once he's around again, we'll do that. And there's our big hit. And then because I'm going to send a package all the way around the world anyway, I figured why not send him some extra stuff. And so I want to show you what we're going to put in this package and what's going to show up on their desk. Because this, remember, he won this from another giveaway, right? So this was a prize he won, and he got a really good pull from that. When he asked me about this, he asked me for one thing. He's like, Archivist, I don't need anything extra. I don't need anything special. I'll pay you for the reship. I'll cover everything. You know, please just help me out. I'm like, dude, I'm going to help you. You don't have to beg. It's okay. He said, the only thing I want is you have a Kabog Series 5 one-piece box. And it's beautiful. It's an empty box. Can I have that empty box? And I told him he could. And then I was looking for it, and I don't have it anymore. And I'm really, really sorry, Pokemaniac. I do not have that beautiful trifold. It's gone. I don't know where it is. I searched for like an hour, and I really don't know. So I must have thrown it away. I'm so sorry. But I have a Series 6 box. It's not as nice. It's still shiny. It's still one piece. It's still Kabog. You know, still pretty good stuff. I will send you this box. So I'm going to send you this one-piece box instead. It still has 2 packs in it. So I'm going to send you those 2 packs as well. So you'll get this box and those 2 packs, along with your Pokemon 151 and your PSYDUCK. But that's not all. We're gonna load this up because you told me that you have a little bit of a card collecting community in your country, and it's very hard to get cards there. So I want to provide you with a little bit of an archives experience. When you get this, you're going to be able to open up a bunch of different packs with your friends, just as if it was the archives right there in your country. And so first up, I've got 2 packs of Kmon's Cardmon. So these are 5 Yuan Cardmon packs. Very, very good stuff. This is a game very similar to Pokemon, but it's a Chinese version of Pokemon, basically. And so I'll send you those 2 packs. You told me your friends like Naruto, so I'll send you 6. These are just 1 Yuan packs. They're not worth a whole lot or anything. It's nothing crazy. But I'm going to send you, 6 of these. You can open them up. I mean, there could be good stuff. I've pulled like an OR from there before. It could be. This is Card.Fun's Disney. Some Disney cards here. Very good cards in here. You can pull SSPs from these that can be worth like $20. I have one on my eBay shop right now. There definitely are good cards in these packs. So I'll send you those. You're going to get 4 Caillou Kamen Rider packs. You've probably never heard of Kamen Rider. That's okay. The packs are fun to open anyway. They're fun. Like the cards are fun. The weird monsters on them are fun. It's kind of like Power Rangers. You'll like it even if you don't know what it is. It's totally cool. Here's some One Piece cards. Get you remember there's One Piece in here. There's some more there. Some Dragon Ball. I'm gonna send you some Dragon Ball cards. Here's some Avengers, Marvel Avengers cards. Send you 4 packs of those. We got some Little Dinosaur Demon Slayer. So 4 Demon Slayer packs. This one's weird. This is Egg Party. No, yeah, it's another one where I know you don't know what this is. Trust me, it's crazy. It's fun. You'll like it, even if it's weird. And they're not they're not expensive or anything. It's totally fine. Here's two Chainsaw Man packs. Some nice anime. Someone there must know what Chainsaw Man is, right? And if no one knows what Chainsaw Man is, you should learn. It's cool. And then finally, four packs of Transformers. So all this is gonna go to you. I just kind of wanted to show you that so you can see what it is and so you're not too surprised when it shows up. But yeah, I'm going to put this all in a box today, and whenever you're ready, just let me know, and we'll arrange shipping and get it shipped to you, okay? But for now, let's put that to the side. And we're going to move on. Oh, sorry, I just hit my microphone. And I know we're long into this video, but we gotta just keep going. We gotta keep going. It's gonna be one of those endurance matches. That's not quite like that, but it can be. Although, man, I don't know if there's any, like, I'm not a big fan of heavy metal music or anything like that. But for some reason, last night I was like, I did this Google search. I'm like, what's the hardest core heavy metal music right now? Like, what is it, right? And Google answered, and they're like, here's this album. I can't remember anymore what the song was. It's something like Songs of Anguish or some weird name like that. But the description of the album was the best part, because I click on the album, I'm like, okay, I kind of want to read about this. I read a Wikipedia page, and they're like, this album is often described as a test of endurance for both the band and the audience. I'm just like, wait, a test of endurance? But I listened to a little bit of it, and I get it. Like, that is a really difficult song to play and to listen to. So yeah, I understand. Okay, let's get these are new cards. New cards coming into the archive. Why are you sick here? Please. Gosh, I don't know why that's so stuck. Did they tape this in? Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, so first up, My Little Pony. We've seen this before. This is My Little Pony set 6, HY006. It's the most recent set. It's also my favorite set because it has the pirate cards in it. I got this because I don't have any My Little Pony in the giveaway pile. Giveaway pile had nothing for My Little Pony in it, and I want to make sure there's something. So this will be in the next giveaway, which is happening very, very soon. So at 1,776 subscribers, we're going to run the next giveaway. That's less than 50 subscribers away. So yeah, if you're not subscribed or your friends aren't, just let them know. Even if they unsubscribe as soon as we get there, that's fine. Don't do that, please. That's against the rules. But whatever you can do. If we can get to that number, I will open the next giveaway. This will be one of the prizes. There's a lot of other cool prizes, and there's over 50 boxes in that giveaway pile. But this will be one. So there will be My Little Pony in there. And then this is the next thing. And okay, when I ordered this, I knew nothing at all about it. I'm going to go ahead and say I still know nothing at all about it, but I actually know a little bit more about this one. Okay, so these are both Minecraft trading cards. I thought these were part of the same series by the same company. They're sold that way online. If you go online right now, you will probably think the same thing. That is not true. These are by two different companies. This is two totally different sets. I didn't know that until right now. The reason I know that is because the logos. So this one is by Card Collection. That's that logo. That logo is pretty well known. So this will be a nice high quality set. Like, I'm actually pretty excited to see that logo on here. This is by I Don't Know. So I have never seen that logo before. So I am not excited about this. This is probably not going to be as good, right? It might be good, but it's probably not going to be. What's interesting is they're exactly the same size, which kind of makes me think maybe whatever company this is just subcontracted this company to print them cards. But the reason I know what this is because of this. Let me show you my JoJo. So this is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. We opened this like 2 days ago. This is brand new. I just got this here. But you'll notice the same logo here as here, and it's the exact same box size. And so what this is going to be is it's going to be a little like retail case. These are the craziest things. I'll show you. Someone had to explain this to me because I didn't get it, but I understand now. But when you open these up, there is a prize card at the top. But this is not a prize card that you're meant to just open. You can, of course. I opened one of them. There were 2 of them in here. I kept one, though. What's happens is one of these packs is going to have a redemption card in it for this. So this is the prize for something that's inside this box. So this box is a case of itself, right? It has the packs, it has the redemptions, and it has the prizes all inside of it. And that is a very cool concept. And so this, I'm guessing, will be exactly the same thing. And then, of course, these are for Minecraft. And as you know, there's this huge Minecraft movie coming out soon. And whenever a big movie comes out in theaters, all of the card companies make a card set, whether they have a license or not. And in these cases, I'm guessing unlicensed. But that's so there's a lot of Minecraft cards appearing right now. If you go on AliExpress or anywhere else, there are a ton of I mean, there were like 30 sets. Like, I'm not joking. 30 different sets appeared like in one night. I'm just looking at all these like, oh my god, what is going on? It reminds me kind of when that like Wukong game was big. There was the same thing happened. But Minecraft is something where I have enough of a connection to it that I will participate. And so I got 2 boxes. I figured we'll check these out sometime and see what they're like. But not today. Not today, because today, the entire reason we're here today is to talk about time-traveling photographic detectives. And I know it probably doesn't seem like it, given that we're 26 minutes into the video and we're just starting, but that is why we're here today. What happened is, on my last video, I couldn't remember. I was like, I don't know what I should open next. And I kind of asked people, right? And somebody replied and they said, open up your link click cards. And I'm like, oh yeah, I have link click cards. And so I will, right? And it's that easy, right? Like I'm very easy to sway and convince. If you leave a comment and say, do this, chances are I'm going to do that just because, you know, I don't really like making decisions on my own. So if someone else makes them for me, I will go with that. And so we're going to open up our link click cards, and link click is a crazy thing. So the time-traveling photographic detectives is probably the best way to explain this. Okay, what this is it's an anime. An anime that was created basically as like a web series. So it was released on the web first. It's on Funimation and everything now, but its original release was on the web in China. The story is that two friends own a detective agency, and they each have a special power. One of them can travel through time, and the other one can kind of keep track of events happening in time and whether they're changing, right? And so they work together to solve mysteries in the past, but they can only do it through a photograph. So what happens is their client comes in, right? And they maybe have a picture of their grandmother, and their grandmother has a necklace on, right? And they'll say, you know, after this picture was taken, my grandmother lost her necklace and couldn't. This is not an actual plot line. I'm just making this up. But this is basically the idea, right? And the client says, you know, hey, can you help me figure this out, right? And the one who has a superpower to travel back in time will use their camera to go back in time to where that picture was taken. And they will pretend to be the person taking the photograph, but they're also a detective. And so while they're there taking that picture, they can look around, they can ask some questions, they can do some things, right? And try to figure out what happened. And then at the same time, the other person is sort of monitoring what's happening and making sure they don't change the timeline. Because part of their business is we'll solve your case and we won't mess up your timeline, right? It's sort of how this all goes. What a clever concept, right? I want to watch the anime just from this explanation that I've read, right? It's such a clever concept. And so Card.Fun makes officially licensed trading cards from that anime. That anime is popular enough. It's gotten 2 different releases now that these are officially licensed link click trading cards. Very, very cool, right? So I want to show you the flyer for these and where I bought them. And then we will open them up, and we're going to open the whole box today. So we're going to see everything in there. So here's the flyer. Not a crazy expensive set, $20. You will only get 10 packs. That's pretty common for Card.Fun. But remember, you are getting officially licensed cards, right? So you're getting 10 packs of officially licensed cards for $20. It's like a pretty cheap price. So yeah, really not a bad deal at all. This is where I bought mine from. So I will give you a link to this so that you can buy your own box if you'd like one. I think they're going to be pretty cool from this flyer. So again, here's the link. Click. Bilibili is the company that produced the web series. So Bilibili is kind of like a tech company in China, and they make content like Netflix, right? They're not. Companies in China aren't like US companies where they do one thing. A company in China does all things. They're all sort of these omni companies where, you know, your company will have a Netflix, it'll have an Apple, it'll have a, you know, an insurance company. Like that'll all be there in your company, right? So Bilibili is like that. They do everything, but one of the things they do is produce TV shows the way Netflix does. One of the hundreds of things they do. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, if you know me, like I'm fascinated by the way companies work around the world, but China is an especially strange case. So here we go with the two friends. So this is link click. These are some of the sort of top level cards, so the CSP cards. Then down here we have some other types of cards. You can probably see already from the artwork that this is it's, I don't want to say it's a husbando's thing, but it certainly has the feel of it, right? There's a lot of, you know, men with their shirts off, lots of chiseled abs, lots of things like that, right? So I'm getting that kind of sense from it, although it's not overt, right? There's also just a lot of like, I'm a cool anime person, right? Like these guys are just kind of cool anime guys. So that's there too. But I love some of these. Like, look at this art style with the black and white image on the front with the color, like that color accent outline. Beautiful. You know, I love design work. So like that is amazing. We've got the MRs here. We've got these little link click, kind of look like tickets, but I guess they're as if you were looking through a photo finder maybe. We've got some record cards. Love it, love it. Tapes, tape cards. It is going all over the place with this. And then here we've got the set list. These are the different rarities, information about the cards, the packaging. There's going to be 3 cards per pack, 10 packs per box, 48 boxes per case. So you're actually getting a lot more boxes in a case. And then we have a pack rarity system in here. So there's going to be low packs. That's these. So 6 of the 10 packs will max out at a UR, right? So they could have an SSR, IR, and a UR. And then everything else. So MR, TR, SP, SSP, LVP, CSP, and EX, all of those rarities are packed into the remaining 4 what we call high packs in the box. You won't be able to tell the difference between these 2 packs though. So, but it helps you keep track. Once you've opened up 4 packs with, you know, something above a UR in it, you're done with that box, is essentially what that means. Some more information down here, and that is it. And you know, while we're out here, I kind of wanted to show you my eBay store. I know I don't want to push this too hard because it's kind of like when I first opened the store, I had a lot of reservations about that too. I feel weird talking about cards and hyping people up about cards and then also selling cards. It's weird to do that. I acknowledge that. At the same time, I'm trying to do it in like the most sort of fair and open way that I can. And so I kind of wanted to show you where I've gotten to with the store, because when I first talked about this almost 2 weeks ago now, I only had 10 cards up there. And in fact, like half of those have sold already. But I've been adding more cards every day. Someone, the Silver Tree actually told me that what you should do in order to stay like ahead of the eBay algorithm is do 5 a day, right? So I've been doing that. Every day I list 5 more. And we're up to, I think there's about 44 listed right now because people buy them every day too. I think I've sold 9 cards or something. But you can see that the store is pretty awesome, right? Like I worked pretty hard to make it so that the store is kind of like a little card museum. So even if you don't want to buy anything, you can come in here and look at some of these like epic cards. Sorry, we won't do that. and you can get like really, really high, like really high resolution close-up images of them in great lighting conditions. And that's sort of what I wanted the store to kind of become, right? This is one of my bonkers metal bleach cards. I mean, this thing is completely insane as a card. And so like a lot of the store is just me like showing those cards off in a way, right? And so as you go through the shop, think about it in that sense too, right? It's not just overpriced cards, although they might look that way to you. The other thing I would say is that all of these are priced as best as I could as far as a guess, and they accept offers down to half, or in some cases less. I don't want to tell you exactly how low, because what I noticed is a lot of people on eBay will just send offers until they find the low point and then they do it, and I'll reject that. But as long as you're like $1 or $2 above the lowest offer, I will probably accept your offer. I've accepted like 2 or 3 that were like that already. And that's just because nobody knows what these cards should be worth, right? Like this albedo relic, dress relic, what should that be worth? Who knows, right? Someone is trying to sell one for $100. I thought that was too high, so I sold mine for 80. At the same time, that's a case hit. So the cost of that card is like 36 boxes. It's like thousands of dollars to buy this card, right? So it should have some value to it. Anyway, that's kind of where I'm thinking. But I tried to be as fair as possible. I think on that one I accept down to $50 or something like that. It's a Barbie card. Anyway, so I don't want to talk too much about my eBay store, but I did want to just show it again because it has grown quite a lot. And then also it has that almost museum aspect to it, which is sort of cool. Like here's some initial D cards. You can get all 5 of these. But see, it's like a little card museum, right? Anyway, kind of a cool thing there. Okay, let's get to our time traveling photographic detectives here. This is Link Click by Card.Fun, officially licensed. One of their, I guess this falls in the category of their obscure anime sets, and they make a bunch. I don't want to say a bunch, but they make at least 4 or 5 of these. This is one that I have. I have another one. What was the other one I opened? Was spider, right? So I'm a spider, so what? And that time I got reincarnated as a slime. All great sets, right? So I'm sure this is going to be fantastic. I mean, the box design is gorgeous. That is beautiful. I love how it's like overprinted on the sides too. That is very cool. And then the back has a ton of information. Of course, Jason is the licensing group. They're the ones who would have organized the licensing with the Western company. Or probably a Japanese company in this guy. I don't even know who the Western group Jason's working with in this guy. I don't know why they're involved. But Jason's involved. And then you've got all the other information up here about this set. Sorry, that was weird, but like Jason is a foreign licensing company, so they're usually involved if Disney or Marvel is involved. They're the ones sort of working the intermediate. But this is a Chinese, Bilibili is a Chinese company, and Card.Fun is a Chinese company, so I don't understand why Jason is involved in that scenario. That's what I was trying to say there. I don't know why I don't know why I over-explained that. I'm gonna stop talking about that. Here I am just like over-explaining things that nobody cares about. Good job. Perfect. Okay, so we got 10. We should have 10 cards. 10 packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And they're nice. They're just like the packs, just like the box art. Really a very pretty pack this thing. Let's get one open. Here we are. 40 minutes into the video and we're finally opening a pack. That might be a record. Like, I'm famous for going a long time before I open a pack in videos. 40 minutes might be a record. I don't think I've ever gone that long before. That's a long time. Hey, these are nicer than I expected. They have almost like a satin finish. I'm trying to, how do you, I mean, it feels like satin. It's so smooth. Or like a plastic finish. And then the back is, oh, the back has texture. That's why. Like the back is all textured and the front is all smooth. But it's like very smooth. Smoother than a typical card would be. Let's get some sleeves here. And I don't know if we'll sleeve everything, but I just kind of want to sleeve what I can here. So these are SSRs. Oh, okay, so this is sort of our head. And these are SSRs. Okay. Do they look the same? Yeah, so the backs are all the same. That's unfortunate. So the reason that's unfortunate is because it's a way to save money, right? Like if you don't have a custom design on the back of every single card, it means that you can print the backs of your sheets that you're going to print the cards on all at once, right? Because they all have exactly the same backs. It essentially like halves the cost. It's not quite half, but it's like pretty close to half the print run cost than if you do a double-sided card. And so whenever you see a single-sided card, it's kind of like it means that company was trying to save money, basically. They didn't want to spend money on this set. This is one of the IRs. Looks like a record. This is the set information card. You'll get one in every single box of Card.Fun cards. They will always be there in one of the packs, and it'll sort of explain the set to you. Ooh, this is nice. This is one of those tickets. And I like this ticket because it's the size of a regular card. That is a beautiful trading card. Like, I just love how the digital foil lights up over there because the edging here is also like that, but then it just like lights up. That's awesome. Really, really cool. And then SSR here. Did you see the texture on the back of those is freaking me out. 1 second, I need to pause. I'll be right back. All right, so I am back. And let's continue with our time-traveling photographic detectives. Could have also used photogenic detectives, right? I mean, those are some very photogenic looking detectives. I don't know if detective is quite the right word either. They're more like helping people, more like helpers. It's not so much detective. Although they act as a detective. Sorry. Anyway, nuance, a lot of nuance. Another one here. This sort of gives you an idea, I think, of sort of what they're dealing with, right? Because you look through the camera, you see this image. These are some of the other images that you took that day, and that's sort of your information that you can work with. Anyway, I thought it was a cool concept for a manga, or for an anime, and I'm probably butchering it. Certainly, if you can explain the plot of this better than me, which you definitely can, leave a comment and do that, because it'll help the next person watching this video who listens to my horrible explanation is like, what is Archivist talking about? I don't even understand. And then they read your comment, your like beautifully worded comment, and they're like, oh, I get what the show is about now. So you could help a lot of people out, including me. I feel bad. It's like if you're ever watching a movie, right? And the writers don't seem to be doing a great job, and then one of the characters makes a comment about how the writers aren't doing a great job, and you're just like, wait a second. The writers wrote that. They could have just done a better job. It's the same here. I could have done. To be fair, I read the Wikipedia page for this. I tried to read some episode synopses to get some idea of what it's about. But I didn't sit and watch a full episode. That would have, that's probably how you would really know what it's all about. Certainly like the thematic feel, right? Because you say like time traveling photographic detectives. I mean, you could play that real serious, right? Like you could have a very serious show where there's murders and you gotta solve the murder and you got 12 hours to do it, or they're gonna kill a hostage, right? You can make it real serious like that. And you can also make it goofy and anime and silly, and maybe they lost their dog, but their dog is actually their friend and turns into a human or something. Like you can make it weird too, right? So I don't know the thematic feel for this show, whether it's serious or funny. From the art, it looks like it would be kind of funny, at least. I mean, it looks like it. Oh, Oh my. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I I did not realize what I was holding in my hand until I got that out. There is a pre-sleeved card in the middle of those two. Whenever there's a pre-sleeved card in Card.Fun sets, it means it's something nice. Probably a serial card. Which I didn't know there were serial cards in it. Maybe there aren't, but it'll be something really nice. So I'll open that last. I should have noticed right as I was pulling it from the pack, but I just didn't. Are there only 2 cards in that pack? Archivist. I would have thrown that away. I wouldn't have. I always check. You don't. People would think I was like the craziest, most obsessive person in the world if they could see what was happening. But like before I empty that trash, I go through and check every single pack. I check everyone because I do not want to throw a card out by accident. Oh my god, that would break my heart. Here I am having thrown that. I still like am sitting here like I don't know where that One Piece 5 box went. Those boxes are incredible. And it's just gone now. I don't know where it went. And I don't think I'm going to find it because I tore this room apart looking for it. So it's not in this room. Which like means it's not in this house because this is kind of the only room that, that my wife lets me turn into an archives. The rest of the house is not an archives. The rest of the house is very clean. Okay, we got 2 more packs, and then that, whatever that is. I make a big deal out of those, and sometimes they end up being like nothing. One time I did that, and it was this card. It was like the information card. I was like, oh. I don't think that's going to be the case this time. I mean, I felt it. It was definitely sleeved. I think everybody out there knows like a sleeved Card.Fun card. That's going to be a big hit. Like that's going to be like it has to be. I love the distribution on this set too. So sometimes with Card.Fun sets, you'll end up with a ton of whatever the base is. This SSR seems to be the base. And then just a couple hits, but they've really done a great job here of giving us this rarity, which is, I guess, the equivalent of like a one above an SSR, and sort of loading that one up too. So we end up distributing the base between 2 rarities instead of just one at the bottom, which I appreciate that. I think that's actually kind of nice. Although I can see, like, if you were attempting to complete the SSRs, this means you need probably 3 or 4 boxes to complete them. Yes. This is me doing math. That was me doing math in my head. I'm pretty sure you need, like, probably 3 or 4 boxes to finish this. Finish the SSRs. You're never going to finish these because you get like Card.Fun sets have actual distribution, and so rare cards are actually rare. You won't pull very many. You know, even a serialized card like that, the reason it's such a big deal is those aren't even 1 per box. Like it's not, right? Usually a box will not have a serial card. You should not expect it. It's like 1 every 5, every 6 box. It's like not that common. So let's see what we got. So I'm going to kind of put that over there. Sorry, I know that's sort of mean. It's not serialized, at least we know that, because we would see a serial number on the back. Here is our SSR. Not bad at all. Yeah, definitely not serialized. It is an LVP. LVP Vein Live. That is cool. I cannot explain why it is sleeved. What? I don't know. It sort of feels metal, but I don't think that it is. Let me pause. I want to go check the flyer and read about this LVP, assuming there's anything to read. If there is, I'll come back and try to explain it. If not, we're out of luck and we're out of time anyway. But let me pause one more time and I'll be right back. I don't know. It's the flyer just calls this a colorful live broadcast card. So that's sort of what this is depicting as a live broadcast on the Bilibili service. Those are their buttons. So yeah, that's what that's all about. But actually, no, sorry, that's the link click. That's in their universe. I'm sorry. Anyway, okay. I should stop talking because it's been 50 minutes, a long time. I enjoyed opening the cards, though. Always a fun time opening Card.Fun sets. If you, I asked the other person this too, but if you know of any of the Card.Fun sets that you think I should pick up, let me know. There's a bunch out right now, like maybe 5 or 6 different ones that I looked at, and I was just like, I don't know what that is, and don't not interested enough to spend like $30 to find out. That's kind of where my line is. Like, I either have to know what it is or be interested enough in finding out to spend $30, right? Or $20 or whatever it is. So yeah, if you know any that you recommend, let me know. I'd love to get them in. I actually only have like 2 orders out right now, so I kind of need to get another order in. There's another sale coming up on March 1st, which is probably when I'll do that next order. Maybe I'll do a shopping with the Archivist video at that time too. Could be fun. But for now, I think we'll end this video here. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed seeing, what do we see? We saw some Pokemon. We saw some Minecraft cards. We saw some link click cards, time traveling photographic detectives. It's been a whole day. I've enjoyed it. You've enjoyed it. Let's end it here and go our separate ways until we meet each other again. Goodbye then. Bye bye.